That video, you could see the water coming up from the traffic there, and I think pretty much everywhere had some water the last couple of days.
Yeah, the totals are really impressive. There's probably a dozen places in the state that got somewhere over an inch. So, of course, we did that as well. You know, it sort of got him excited.
Kind of, not really. He's
Not
so
really.
sleepy tonight. It's hilarious. For this morning.
Let's go do the weather. Maybe I can get you stimulated here and wake you up a little bit. All right, we have some showers that are still lingering down south, but they're not real strong right now. And compared to the last few days, certainly a lot less action for this time of day. And I think as we go through the day, it's going to be the southern part of New Mexico that gets the significant amount of rain. I talked about what was going on around the state. Here's some of the totals around the metro area, including 1.25, the two-day total at the Sunport, 1.83 meanwhile in the foothills, 1.45 up in Placitas. And you can see probably one of the spots that got the least amount of rain was out in the western half of the city, and that's where I live. And remember, I was mentioning it just hadn't rained as much overall. As you start to get downtown and you start to get in the South Valley, some pretty good amounts as well, half an inch or better. So 56 is our current reading now. East-southeast winds at about 5 miles an hour. Watch out for some fog in spots around the state. All right, there's going to be some around. A lot of the state got some soaking rains, and now we've got this more stable air kind of settling in, and that's the recipe with the light winds for the fog. 50s and 60s from Roswell back towards TRC and Elephant Butte, and the current reading in Santa Fe is 50, but 37 right now in Taos, and then some 40s out west and into the Four Corners. So highs today going to hit about 74, partly cloudy skies later, and we're going to see at least an isolated chance at a shower thunderstorm. We still have some chances for some rain today, but there's just not going to be as many. It doesn't last as long. There's an upper level low that's spinning there, and it's starting to move on south. Now, as it moves on south, it's going to take some of the energy out. So we start the day still with that good chance for some hit-and-miss showers here and down south. But as we go through the afternoon and that low actually starts to move on out, we're going to see things changing. Now, if you get under one of these thunderstorms, you can still get some good soaking, even flooding rains, especially when you think about what's happened over the weekend. Some of the spots that have gotten hit particularly hard, the ground's already saturated, so you certainly, doesn't take much. It doesn't take as much to kick off some flooding. Now, as we go through the weekend, the storms become much less active. We're going to see spot showers. We're going to see some spot thunderstorms out and about. So, what we think, our 7-day forecast then, looking something like this. Santa Fe looking at some 70s to near 80 degrees as we go from today into Sunday. For the metro area state fair forecast, we've got some mid-70s today, still on some isolated showers and storms around. But as we go through the weekend, the temperatures do warm up. It's going to be humid, but the afternoon highs are going to be in the 80s, and we will at least have an isolated chance at a shower thunderstorm during the afternoon, but much less active.
Did you stimulate him?
I don't know. He doesn't look very stimulated to me.
No, he's pretty tired.
How about my